Some people simply cannot fit into the traditional work system, while most follow the safe path, studying, finding a stable job, and retiring. A select group feels that this model doesn't make sense. These individuals are the chosen ones, those who experience a spiritual awakening and realize their mission goes far beyond punching a clock at an office. But is rejecting a conventional job an act of courage or a grand illusion? If you've ever felt a deep emptiness even in a perfect job, question the real purpose of spending your life accumulating meaningless possessions, or feel an internal restlessness pushing you towards something greater, this video is for you. The truth is, chosen ones cannot simply ignore the call of their soul. The problem is that this choice comes with challenges, financial uncertainty, social pressure, fear of the unknown. So how do you know if you're ready for this change? And what are the real alternatives for those who want to follow a more authentic path? In this video, we'll explore why the chosen ones reject conventional jobs, the signs that indicate you may be one of them, and how to overcome the challenges of this journey. Additionally, you'll discover inspiring stories of people who took the leap and now live in alignment with their purpose. If you feel you're living a life that's not your own, perhaps it's time to understand what freedom truly means. Now tell me in the comments, do you feel you were born for something greater, but are still afraid to leave the traditional path? Or have you already made this decision and want to share your experience? I want to hear your thoughts and doubts. Your story could inspire many people. Since time immemorial, some people have felt they don't fit into the conventional world. The so-called chosen ones possess heightened sensitivity, an internal restlessness that drives them to question rules and seek something beyond the standardized routine. While many accept without hesitation the traditional cycle of study, work, and retirement, the chosen ones feel called to something greater, something that resonates with their deepest essence. The key difference between them and others lies in how they view life. For the chosen ones, work is not just a means of survival, but an extension of their purpose and inner truth. While society values stability, fixed salaries, and career progression, they crave freedom, meaning, and spiritual connection. This puts them in constant dilemma. Follow the safe path or listen to their intuition. Many chosen ones try to fit into traditional molds, but end up feeling a profound emptiness. No matter how successful they are on paper, the sense of betraying themselves never leaves. That's why, sooner or later, they start rejecting conventional jobs and seeking alternatives that make sense for their soul. This rejection doesn't stem from laziness or an inability to adapt, but from a visceral need to align their lives with their spiritual values. However, this journey is not easy. It requires courage to challenge social norms, face judgment, and embrace uncertainty. Yet spiritual awakening often pushes them onto this path of no return. Once the signs of awakening begin to appear, ignoring them becomes impossible. Spiritual awakening doesn't happen overnight. It's a gradual process that destabilizes everything that once seemed certain. Suddenly, old habits lose meaning, limiting beliefs begin to dissolve, and a new worldview takes shape. Those who go through this feel as if they're waking up from a long dream, realizing there's far more to existence than work, bills, and social obligations. This awakening can be triggered by a personal crisis, a transcendental experience, or simply an undeniable inner calling. The signs of this awakening vary, but some symptoms are almost universal. A feeling of disconnection from the material world, deep empathy for others, a desire for purpose, and heightened intuition are just a few examples. Many begin to question the meaning of life, feel an urgent need for change, and start seeking answers in spiritual philosophies, meditation, or holistic practices. Everything that once seemed normal begins to feel artificial, and an uncontrollable thirst for authenticity and truth emerges. This process directly impacts professional life. What once seemed like a stable career now feels like a prison. Repetitive jobs, rigid hierarchies, and environments prioritizing profit over purpose become unbearable for those awakening. Many realize they can no longer trade their time for money without feeling like they're betraying themselves. The conflict between the need for sustenance and the call for a more meaningful life intensifies, leading them to seek alternatives. At this point, the great transition begins. Rejecting a conventional job is not just a professional decision, it's an internal revolution. But what truly motivates the chosen ones to take this bold step? What drives them to abandon security for an uncertain but authentic path? For the chosen ones, work cannot merely be a source of income. It must have a greater purpose. The idea of spending years in a meaningless routine just to pay bills seems unbearable. They long for something that resonates with their soul, something that positively impacts the world. This search for meaning drives them to question traditional jobs and explore alternative paths where they can express their essence and contribute authentically. Another decisive factor is alignment with spiritual values. Many chosen ones feel that the traditional work system is based on competition, exploitation, and consumerism, principles that directly conflict with their worldview. They don't just want to earn money. They want to create, transform, and elevate collective consciousness. Working in an environment that prioritizes profit over purpose can be suffocating, making the search for something more aligned with their inner truth inevitable. Moreover, there's a profound need for authenticity and freedom of expression. Conventional jobs often require people to follow rigid rules, hide their true beliefs, and conform to a corporate standard. For the chosen ones, this feels like suffocating their soul. They want to be who they truly are without wearing masks or compromising their essence. This urgency to live genuinely drives them to abandon traditional careers and create new forms of sustenance aligned with their purpose. But rejecting conventional work doesn't come without challenges. Breaking away from the traditional model can lead to uncertainty, fear, and societal resistance. However, the need for coherence between work and spirituality speaks louder. If the chosen ones don't fit into the traditional system, what kind of work makes sense for them? What paths can they take without compromising their essence? The rigid structure of conventional jobs is one of the biggest barriers for the chosen ones. Fixed schedules, excessive bureaucracy, and limited creative freedom make these environments feel stifling. For those with a free spirit seeking purpose, the predictable routine of 9 to 5 becomes a prison. The need to obey orders without questioning and follow standardized processes creates a sense of stagnation, preventing their true essence from manifesting. Another significant issue is the work environment, often incompatible with spiritual practices. Crowded offices, aggressive goals, and a culture that prioritizes results over well-being make it difficult for the chosen ones to maintain their energetic balance. Few workplaces allow moments of introspection, silence, or connection with what truly matters. The constant mental and emotional overload drains their energy, pushing them further from their spiritual path and leaving them exhausted. Additionally, most conventional jobs fail to recognize the spiritual talents and abilities of the chosen ones. Sharp intuition, deep empathy, expansive creativity, these are often seen as irrelevant or even obstacles in a system that values mechanical productivity and conformity. Many of these people are visionaries, healers, or natural mentors, but their abilities are undervalued or underutilized, leading to frustration and demotivation. Faced with these limitations, it's no surprise that the chosen ones feel the need to seek something different. But what exactly can replace conventional jobs? How can these restless souls find a way to sustain themselves while staying true to their essence? For the chosen ones, the best alternative to conventional work is to create something aligned with their purpose. Spiritual entrepreneurship has been a natural outlet for many, allowing them to use their gifts to help others while ensuring their livelihood. Conscious businesses such as holistic therapies, spiritual coaching, astrology, and self-discovery content creation offer an authentic way to contribute to collective awakening while maintaining freedom. Additionally, many find fulfillment in careers focused on well-being and personal development. Jobs like yoga instructor, meditation facilitator, energy therapist, or spiritual mentor allow the chosen ones to help others reconnect with themselves. These professions not only provide a deep sense of purpose, but also offer flexible routines aligned with spiritual practices. Another powerful option lies in the arts and creativity. Many chosen ones possess heightened sensitivity and a unique ability to express deep emotions and ideas through music, writing, painting, or cinema. These forms of expression not only bring personal satisfaction, but also serve as channels of transformation for those who come into contact with their creations. The impact of an inspiring work can be as profound as a therapy session. However, transitioning to a non-traditional career requires courage and planning. While the desire to follow an aligned path is strong, the challenges of this transition are real. Financial insecurity, social pressure, and fear of the unknown are just a few of the barriers that arise. How then can the chosen ones overcome these difficulties and maintain their faith in the journey? Financial uncertainty is one of the first obstacles chosen ones face when leaving traditional work. Without a fixed salary or guaranteed benefits, transitioning to a more authentic path can generate fear and insecurity. The challenge lies in trusting their potential and learning to monetize their gifts without compromising their spiritual values. Creating multiple income streams, offering personalized services, and building a loyal community are strategies that can mitigate this risk. Moreover, societal pressure and family expectations can be overwhelming. Society still views success through the lens of financial stability and professional prestige, and those who choose an alternative path often face criticism and judgment. Worried parents, skeptical friends, and even colleagues may try to discourage them, suggesting they return to reality. Developing a strong mindset is crucial to resisting external influence and staying true to their mission. Another major challenge is overcoming the fear of the unknown. Leaving behind a secure job means venturing into uncharted territory with no guarantees or defined roadmap. The lack of references can create doubts, anxiety, and, in some cases, the temptation to give up and return to the safe path. Maintaining a support network, practicing self-confidence, and remembering the reason for starting this journey are essential for moving forward. But despite the difficulties, something keeps the chosen ones on their path: the promise of a fuller, more meaningful life. And those who persist reap rewards far beyond money. But what are the benefits of following a non-traditional path? By abandoning a conventional job, the chosen ones discover a level of personal satisfaction and happiness that once seemed unattainable. Working with purpose transforms their relationship with time and energy. Each task becomes not just an obligation, but an extension of their soul, making the days lighter and more meaningful. The sense of contributing to something greater generates genuine motivation that no fixed salary can replace. Another major benefit is continuous spiritual growth. Without the constraints of a rigid structure, the chosen ones have the freedom to explore new ideas, deepen their self-knowledge, and dedicate themselves to spiritual practices. Their connection with their essence strengthens, attracting opportunities and people aligned with their journey. This growth occurs not just professionally, but across all areas of life, bringing about complete transformation. Furthermore, by following their truth, the chosen ones create a positive impact on their community and the environment. Many opt for sustainable collaborative work focused on collective well-being. Whether through mentorship, art, or energy healing, their actions help elevate the consciousness of the world around them. Each step taken on this path inspires others to also seek a more authentic life, creating a ripple effect of transformation. For those who still doubt whether this path is truly worthwhile, simply look at real-life stories of those who had the courage to take the leap. Famous figures and ordinary individuals alike have walked this journey, and their trajectories prove it's possible to live in alignment with the soul without surrendering to the traditional system. Many well-known personalities have faced this dilemma and decided to follow a more authentic path. A classic example is Steve Jobs, who dropped out of college and turned down a traditional job to create something innovative and aligned with his vision of the world. His journey was marked by spirituality, minimalism, and a quest for meaning, elements that shaped not only his life but also his impact on the world. He proved that rejecting the conventional path can lead to extraordinary achievements, but it's not just prominent names that illustrate this shift. Many ordinary people have made this transition and transformed their lives. Therapists who left corporate careers to help others heal, artists who abandoned stable jobs to express their truth through music or painting, and spiritual entrepreneurs who created sustainable businesses aligned with their values. Their stories show that despite the challenges, the reward of living with purpose is worth every obstacle faced. One inspiring case is that of someone who worked in a bank and after years of feeling their soul was imprisoned, decided to study astrology and open their own practice. Today, this person not only lives off what they love, but also helps hundreds of clients find clarity in their own journeys. This kind of transformation is not easy, but it's real. And it happens every day to those who dare to follow their calling. If so many people have succeeded, how can you know if you're ready for this change? There are clear signs indicating when it's time to leave a conventional job and follow a path more aligned with your essence. The first sign that it's time for a change is constant dissatisfaction. If you wake up every day with a feeling of heaviness, counting down the hours until the workday ends, something is out of place. Working solely to survive, without passion or purpose, drains your vital energy. This lack of enthusiasm is not just a passing discomfort, it's an internal call for something greater. Another strong indicator is the feeling that your work doesn't reflect who you truly are. If your beliefs, values, and talents are misaligned with your profession, this can lead to significant emotional wear over time. Perhaps you have intuitive, creative, or spiritual abilities that can't be expressed in a corporate setting. If you constantly feel like you're playing a role at work, it's because it's time to seek authenticity. Additionally, when the idea of changing your life begins to arise frequently, it's a clear sign something needs to change. If you're researching new careers, feel drawn to alternative paths, or imagine what it would be like to live differently, this desire cannot be ignored. Your subconscious already knows what needs to happen. The question is whether you'll have the courage to take the first step. But leaving a conventional job without planning can lead to unnecessary difficulties. That's why preparation is essential before making this transition. Building a support network, developing new skills, and creating a transition plan can make this change safer and more sustainable. For those truly seeking this transformation, there are tools and practices to make the process smoother and aligned with spiritual awakening. Meditation and mindfulness are essential tools for chosen ones wanting to transition in a balanced way. Meditation helps quiet the mind, strengthen intuition, and provide clarity about the next steps. Mindfulness allows one to be more present in the process, reducing anxiety about the future and making the journey more fluid. Small daily rituals like conscious breathing and moments of introspection can make a significant difference in decision-making. Another powerful strategy is seeking spiritual coaching or mentorship. Having the support of someone who has already walked this path can accelerate the process and prevent common mistakes. A mentor can help structure a safe transition, strengthen confidence, and provide valuable perspectives. Additionally, spiritual groups and communities can be a crucial support for sharing experiences and maintaining motivation throughout the journey. Training and continuous education are also essential in this change. Many chosen ones need to develop new skills to act authentically in the market. Courses in holistic therapies, conscious entrepreneurship, personal development, or the arts can provide the necessary knowledge to create a new career aligned with their values. Investing in learning is investing in one's own freedom. But this transition doesn't just impact individual lives. It's part of a larger movement. More and more people are rejecting the traditional work model and creating innovative ways to live and contribute to the world. This change is not just personal, but also cultural and social. What will be the impact of this on the future? As more people reject conventional jobs, traditional work structures begin to transform. Companies are being forced to rethink their models, adopting more flexible, humane approaches aligned with professionals' well-being. The old idea that success equals financial stability is being replaced by a new concept: success as a synonym for purpose and freedom. This change not only benefits the chosen ones, but also redefines the job market for future generations. Moreover, the influence of this new mindset in corporate culture is increasingly evident. Large corporations are being challenged by conscious entrepreneurs offering more ethical, sustainable, and collaborative proposals. The rise of digital nomadism, creative careers, and professions tied to self-awareness are direct reflections of this movement. The chosen ones are not just leaving the system. They're creating a new system based on authenticity and cooperation. The impact goes beyond the professional environment. Society as a whole benefits from this transformation because individuals more aligned with themselves create more balanced and happy communities. The more people follow their genuine callings, the more they inspire others to do the same. This ripple effect strengthens a new paradigm where personal fulfillment doesn't have to be sacrificed for financial security. In light of this, it's clear that the chosen ones are not merely taking an alternative path, they're paving the way for a more conscious and sustainable future. But how can this journey be summarized and encourage those still hesitating to take this step? The answer lies in the final reflection on the importance of living authentically and true to one's essence. Following a non-conventional path requires courage, but the reward is a life aligned with your essence. The chosen ones don't reject traditional jobs out of rebellion or laziness. They simply cannot ignore the call to something greater. Living with purpose, authenticity, and freedom is a challenge, but also a blessing. Those who dare to take this path discover that true success isn't about following imposed norms, but creating their own reality. If you feel your soul longs for more, perhaps it's time to listen to that inner voice. What's stopping you from taking the first step? Fear of instability, social pressure, uncertainty about the future. All of this is natural, but the real question is, are you willing to spend the rest of your life ignoring your calling? Or would you rather embrace your mission and discover what it truly means to live fully? The world is changing, and more people are awakening to new possibilities. You can be part of this transformation. But first, you need to decide. Will you continue fitting into what's expected of you, or will you finally allow yourself to live your truth? The choice is yours. If you've read this far, it's because on some level you feel your path goes beyond the conventional. Now, I ask you, will you keep ignoring this call, or will you take the first step toward a life aligned with your essence? Challenges exist, but the real prison is living a life without purpose, trapped in a system that doesn't respect your authenticity. The choice is yours. Now, I want to hear from you. What's stopping you from leaving traditional work? Fear of instability, social pressure, or a lack of a clear plan? Share your thoughts in the comments, as your answer could help others on this same journey. If this video resonated with you, like it, subscribe to the channel, and activate notifications, because there's much more content coming to help you through this transition. See you in the next video.